let's get the To Be Hero X episode 9 PV going. Shoutouts to Rin for always translating these. I really appreciate it. Please go check out Rin's Twitter for more content like this. Quick little PV, let's watch. So we ended off with Lucky CYAN. I'm gonna call her CYAN instead of CYAN. And Calamity trying to get out on rollerblades, and then boom, cult leader shows up. And that trust is broken. So selfish, bro. So selfish. But watch this guy have like a really valid reason. Not a valid reason, but like some sort of backstory that will make you realize that, oh, you know what? Even though what he's doing, this abusing this kid for just clout and fame and gathering the powers and the worshippers is bad, there's probably a decent reason for it. One purpose. Yeah, at the end of the day, right? Trust value. Imagine being like literally worshipped like a god. The power would be insane. To cultivate a hero among us and among us, also among us. And maybe there are good intentions, right? He just simply wants to procure a hero and save the world and do good deeds. It's just, this is not the way to do it. Calamity. Who is this guy? Unless we had a time skip and this is the journalist, I think this is Queen's adoptive dad, right? I'm not sure if it's the adopted dad, but some people were saying it. She was a sole survivor you rescued from the wreckage of the plane crash. It must be. So another time skip must have happened. I'm not really sure who this guy is. He has an interesting logo over here. Looks like she's gotten out. What's her name? I'm Ken from the DOS group. Okay. DOS group? Hero Corp. Like MG, like a Tree Man group. There are other, obviously, hero agency, and this is the DOS group. Okay. Become a Hero X. Alright, well, obviously, I think Calamity dies, right? If you have seen the PBs, you would know that Lucky CYAN is very regretful of what happened in the past and blames herself for what happened to Calamity. I mean, bro's name is literally Calamity. He's probably something really bad's gonna happen to him. But we don't really see that. It seems like she's gotten out somehow. Time has passed and she's just kind of doing busking work outside, and that's pretty much it. Let's read some of the comments. I'm curious to see how CYAN escaped the cult on her own and why her only friend was left behind. Calamity probably, sacrificed himself. Exactly, right? I don't know exactly how, but he probably did somehow. I got a pretty good idea what happened to the Calamity boy when her PB talked about him, and now I get why she feels like it's her fault. Yeah, he probably again sacrificed himself. Yep, that looks like similar to her agent from the PB. It's all coming together, blah, blah, blah. And now, I want to check out some of the comments from my video. This is the reaction from last episode. There's some interesting ones. So, hold up. Lucky CYAN power reminds you of Aya, and Ultimate Lucky... I don't know who the hell these guys are, but random reference. I think why Dean make a cult is make CYAN into top hero. Yep, the PB pretty much confirms that, because I think the trust value is not just the number of trust, but how strong people believe in someone. Well, no. The trust is literally that. The more that people believe in you, the higher the trust value is gonna be. I think it literally goes 1-to-1. And what other people may believe in you so strongly than giving them miracles to worship you. I think what's more interesting is how, how people basically can determine what your powers become. If you want this hero to be this perfect image like nice, and the power kind of represents that, right? If you want Moon to basically only be shipped with nice, and the teleporting powers will only go with, to nice. So if there was some way that the heroes, like the worshippers, are like, please bless us with a miracle, imagine a power of a hero that is literally a wish making. And that kind of is what's going on, right? What's going on, LL Historian? You just commented on the video about the drama. You should make another video so we can farm that. Man, I don't need dirty money. I will abuse CYAN for free. Okay. Man, Queen is hot is crazy, bro. She's literally like underage. Y'all are fucking down bad. The moment Queen appears, I know she's my favorite. Queen is honestly taking a lot more attention from CYAN, man. Looks to me that Lucky will be Queen's sis by adopted. Yeah, I could definitely see that. You can watch next episode battle preview in the final trailer of TV Hero X. I think it's in the part where they start to play the ending song. There's hold up. I think the purple hair girl was previous X and she died in the plane crash. We're talking about like the picture that was shown. I think I mentioned it too. Also, the couple, Mr. Matchstick and Miss Blazing Fire, were X as well. Yeah, that was like, they were like the couple that apparently some scandal is going on and some sort of like cheating is going on there, right? Okay. What a twisted episode without gore. I agree, bro. That episode was actually so, like, there was no gore happening, but like the nature of this child being abused and the adults just like, there is a layer of comedy to it, right? There is a layer of comedy of how funny it may seem because of how people are like, oh, pick this, pick that, and we can, you know, get these wishes. But if you really kind of think about it, it's actually so fucked up, bro. Later, Calamity asks CYAN to throw a glass ball and tells her good luck can also lead to a bad ending. Also, title may be misleading since Lolly is the name of another hero. That was very intentional. This is the timeline, which is also pretty interesting. Year 1 before Christ to after Christ. Esol defeats a corrupted Zero, so we know that from the PB2. Year 0 after Christ. Hero Commission is established. Why is it established? To basically not make a god again. If there's only one person that people worship, who's going to keep them in check? So you want this Hero Commission where the power is fairly distributed. Yang Cheng, 20 AC, right? Parents were murdered. A plane crash, which is just what happened with CYAN last episode. CYAN meets Luo. Queen declares her intent to become hero. That's the last episode stuff. Year 34 after Christ. CYAN and Luo tries to escape the orphanage. Luo is Calamity here. Firm Man becomes hero. So Pin Pin Man, Stand Man. Then the Esol and Linling arc. It's interesting how we keep going back chronologically. Where is it again? Say that again. I think this is referring to the pilots of the airplane crash, and I said the pilot's name is Wee Tu Lo. The Aether Laboratory is a mistranslation in the English subs. The lab's original Chinese name has already appeared in episode 5. Shang Chao's internship. Oh wait, the Esol stuff. Shang Chao was apparently an equipment research auditing assistant. The associated English name was Glimmer Lab. So Aether Lab and Glimmer Lab is the same thing. Shang Chao basically already interned there. And I think that last episode, one of the most interesting thing is like the whole fear. You need to like have fear, right? The conspiracy guy saying this is bullshit. And then the Aether Lab or the Glimmer Lab. Okay. However, it might be changed for legal reasons that there are a few real world orgs as Glimmer Labs in the field of AI and robotics. Okay. Queen's gonna be age 30 by the time of Linling. Thank you for letting us know that she's gonna be legal. So guys, stop thirsting after her just until then. I think people believe she's lucky for surviving the crash, become the beginning of Lucky CYAN's trust value. Yeah, I don't exactly know what's going on. Who is Sheng again? It's the best friend. Not the best friend. It's the Nepo rich kid that died because Unk Rock planned it. I think, I don't know when it happened. Because like, there's like, it definitely could be just coincidental that Lucky CYAN was simply just survived the airplane crash and there is no powers that made her survive other than just being lucky. And then people just perceived her to be lucky and then the trust value went up. But we know that like there was hero drama happening behind the scenes, you know? There was hero drama happening behind the scenes and maybe there was a different target in there. And I think that some people were saying the purple girl, the previous ex person might have been on the plane as well, right? I'm not sure if that's really true, but if you really think about like, the incentives of why the plane crashed and if Lucky CYAN truly had the powers before or not, I don't know. We'll have to really kind of wait and see what goes on. I think the journalist is her adopted father, not the real one. This is the queen stuff. From cult symbol to an idol, it's not that much of a difference, right? Cults and idols, it's all the same shit. At the end of the day, people just worship, you know, somebody else. Just a theory. I'm not here to brag, but in Esol episode, we got to see Yang Cheng had electric effects when he had the kid. Trust value, so maybe Lucky CYAN survived the crash because her parents wished for her to somehow be lucky and survive. Do we even know her parents were in there? If this theory is right, then the connection directly is masterfully written. Man, what a way of storytelling and fun to something so tragic. Lucky CYAN was having a concert while the two Esols were fighting. This is much before that. I don't know what you're really trying to say, but people always want to, you know, feel like they want to be special and cite their own theories. Nothing wrong with that. I think because she is always lucky, every time she throws something, it never missed. So when she threw the ball, it was guaranteed headshot. Y'all gonna hate me for this. I already like this arc so much more than the Esol one. I think that it's a different flavor. I think a lot of people don't really fuck with this arc as much, but to me, I really enjoy the whole cult and religion theme, so I'm really into this one. Like, Isol from start is hard to root for since he's basically stealing someone else's trust value. Not really. I mean, the whole like stealing concept was already based off of like Isol's like anniversary event and people wanting like auditions, right? I think that Yang Cheng's story is also very compelling. It's like a very underdog story. But Lucky CYAN, you can see her become her original thing, which makes it even better. I love musical episodes. What To Be Hero thing to comment? True but sad. I don't know. They're both good in their own way. Let's see. Anything else? Oh, this one. That actually might be okay. This is an interesting comment right over here. Movements. Oh my goodness, the movements. This girl. This girl right here. Remember her? Business. We don't get to see her again, but basically I think I said, is this Miss J from Temu, right? This girl over here. Maybe she actually is Miss J. Is it the same voice actor? I don't know. But in the PV as well, don't we get to see a different girl that kind of looks like that as well? I don't know if this is the same lady, right? I got no clue if this is actually the same lady as, you know, this so-called Ken from a different agency. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's Miss J. You never know, man. Is there anything else? Is there anything else? Starting to realize a top hero is an inverse opposite counterpart of. All right, yo. Listen, I appreciate the comments, but I shouldn't be insulting. It's great to have discussions going on. It's just sometimes it doesn't need to be that deep. It's just people trying to do English 12 poetry of why the curtains are blue, trying to find like hidden deeper meanings that they're just fucking making shit up and being like, yo, there's such a deep, you know, storytelling and themes, and oh my god, bro, every character is such a foil to their counterparts, and yeah, I get it. And that's pretty much it. Every episode so far has been fire. It has been. Now, let's look at this. Dude, like, it's falling off, man. It is so unfortunate how much To Be Hero X has fallen off compared to the start, but every anime falls off. It's just hard to maintain that momentum. And on top of that, again, To Be Hero X, like, because of the structure and the way that the storytelling is done, it's really hard for people to rally behind every single hero, right? It also doesn't help that I'm still fucking shadow banned in the 3rd day fucking mark. Remember, I'm not crazy. 3rd day mark, boom, backloaded viewership comes in. Anyways, that's pretty much it. Please go check out Ren's channel. Here's a link to the video. Sorry, this is the link to their Twitter. Go check it out. Check out their translated content. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you on the actual To Be Hero X episode. Bye-bye.